Good luck.
I want to make a quick announcement about feasts. Thanks everyone for sending me what you have. As of now, the only thing we need for feasts are the Jewel Daniel, Tiger steaks, pink turnips, and soy sauce. So if you send me anything other than that, I will be putting it in the members tab so that people can start leveling their cooking also. And in all honesty, you can just stick that other stuff in that tab also. Again, Jewel Daniel, Tiger steak, soy sauce, and pink turnips is all we need for feast now.
I grow pretty much nothing but pink turnips. And
I grow harmony, bitches.
I will send you 20 more soy sauce packets.
Is it raid time yet?
Did you do your list?
Did it.
It's raid time then.
Dude, I got that trinket I got from Emperor's. Fuck, dude, I had to reforge everything to get back my hidden expertise cap. It's like...
Hey, Ruan, link your off-spec trinket you got last night.
I linked it.
You bastard.
He was angry.
Oh, I got this sick 490 necklace. I have to reforge first world problems.
Well, the main stat is all haste, and it's just a strength proc. So basically, I had to reforge that haste to expertise, and then reforge all the other haste on my gear to hidden expertise.
Alright, buff up, let's start pulling this trash. Remember to kill the big guys first.
I can't raid with these shoulders not transmog.
I love that trash trinket. I've seen heroic versions of this.
Take my battle res back, Kino.
Shams, did y'all make spirit feasts? No one will like answer me when I ask them.
I didn't make any.
You guys, the Great Pandaren Banquet should give you 275.
It gives us intellect, but sometimes we need spirit for mana regen. So that's why
I have 12 spirit feasts for tonight, so we're okay.
Yeah, there are other spirit feasts in the bank also, so if we run low, we can pull them out.
Did not know they pulled that close, man.
Way to fuck it up.
Kill the big ones.
The tank picking up the big ones helps too.
We can only taunt every 8 seconds, and there's like a gajillion of them.
Kill the skull first.
Also, Ruan out-threats me on this pull.
That's fine, you out-threat me single target. Can't touch anything.
It's like they don't take any reason you can get super threat on them.
I want to buy a glyph of mass exorcism right now.
My priest can make it.
I think I have it.
What were you gonna do on this trash, Tizzlex?
I'm just gonna distract 3. You're gonna pull 1, and we're gonna hope that's good.
Okay.
Alternative solution, distract 1, and we'll pull that one.
Oh shit, I'm streaming. Should I turn it off?
Yes.
It's not like anybody watches it.
Stay back, stay back. Got all 4. Not good. Bath try. You gotta do it way to the left. If you're even near the middle, you'll get all 4.
I hear a cat meowing.
Yeah, he's
Feed your goddamn cat.
Mittens?
telling Diz that he sucked at distracting.
There we go. That should do it. Now I
Except
just gotta
tanks
wait.
didn't pull the other one.
That's okay, as long as they're off each other's
Well,
path.
we couldn't pull
I
that
think the other one will run up to catch up. So yeah,
Shit.
catch up.
Alright, well, we're about to pull. You're gonna nuke that one. Ready, set, aim, fire, go.
Nuke now.
Pull them up the stairs so we don't get the other ones.
Cool.
Did they nerf the health on these?
Oh yeah, they
Obviously.
did.
Yeah, looks like they did.
Is there really? You
No
know this
way.
trash? I've seen
They nerfed the health.
heroic those trinkets, but I don't know if those exist in the game. If it's just on Wowhead or not. You know the trash.
The
they don't.
debuff isn't going away. I don't know if they're
They don't.
I didn't think so.
It
There
looks
was
like
They
a
always-
post that you're going to be able to upgrade your gear.
They always have heroic versions of trash, but it never drops.
Oh, I see. Where's Globe?
The crossfire carbine
Dead
from
somewhere.
Bastion of Twilight was.
More dots, Murph.
80. 90. 95.
Does it?
Oh, so
I think
close.
it only slows you. Doesn't look like it
No.
freezes you.
It does
if
it
you had
Pull the
100,
trash
you
on the right
freeze.
next.
Oh.
Wait until the sacks fall off.
Why?
Meh. Why not?
I have
Sucks we
aggro on
couldn't even
one.
get there till it fell off.
Single
Well,
hard the
Champ,
big
stop
ones.
spinning crane kick.
I hate you
Kill
so
Skull.
much.
They nerfed my AoE, but then they buffed our vengeance, which I don't get.
I don't understand how you threat so much.
That's what she
Like your
said.
AoE is outdoing my single target on these.
Remember last week when Ruan kept getting threat ripped off of him?
Well, this was this way before they changed anything last week. This pull, I can't hold aggro on them. I think it's
Oh,
half of my single target rotation counts as AoE.
Pick him up. Kill X.
Oh,
Like
this
whoever
looks very
pulled.
painful.
Some hunter pet, I think.
Fuck hunters.
There is no AoE taunt.
Kill Skull.
Down again.
I have nothing I can.
Come on, someone
Run
get him
back
up.
if you die.
Mm,
Kino, you have a battle res, use it.
What? Paladin battle res?
Some
lost my trash question mark?
I don't understand what's going on. Like, how are you the DPS out threaten me on this? Oh, now I'm dead.
Do you have Righteous Fury on?
Kill X.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you
Come
don't.
back
They don't
if you
take
die.
AoE damage.
Right, and almost all of my spells are AoE.
Yeah, I think Ruan gets good purple run and
So if you're
everything,
dead,
right?
run back. Don't just lay
Or
there.
deep wounds. That's why you have
Yes,
to touch
deep
you.
wounds, that's right.
And those kind of single targets. So.
I need Seal of Righteous Truth.
Oh shit, they're the entrance.
They follow.
Yeah.
Kill X. Don't zone out if
Clear
you
your other.
burn X.
They're at
Stop
the door,
AoE.
just run in and kill X.
Okay, so somehow I fell through the world and ended up back at the graveyard.
Now you can AoE.
AoE.
If your aggro, get to the
When
center.
I zone in, the hell?
I wish I was exorcisming these fuckers.
I will taunt them by one over the course of the next 5 minutes.
If you're range when you have aggro, move in the middle.
So you can get more aggro.
Kalis, are
I
you?
think he's just trying to get us killed. I'm not
Kalis,
sure.
are you using that glyph?
Trash so hard.
I'm off so hard.
At least we didn't wipe to it.
Most.
I think everyone died.
Yeah, but it didn't reset, so it doesn't count.
Some people repeated.
Dude, I wonder if these things drop trinkets.
Dude, that was heroic trash. It's
They
not the same
didn't
as
drop
normal
it this
trash.
time.
Because that would be a
Okay,
good
so the
place to
difference
farm.
on this on heroic, clear event please. When one of the guards becomes active, it's going to spawn a crystal on its pedestal. And when you click it, you get a 10-second buff. And every time you run over one of these floor tiles, it turns white. And every floor tile that's white buffs the raid, does 1% more damage, and gives everybody 1% more spirit. So you want to get as many of those down as possible. I think only 2 people can click each crystal, but I'm not sure. We can try it out.
Wait, so they just buff us, they don't make it harder?
What?
Is there any
I think that's the only
mechanics?
different mechanic, so it's just more damage. We're going to do rotating the bosses a little bit differently. We were doing 30% energy last week. We're going to do 50% this week. Should be less downtime when they're switching.
Can you place like triangle markers for the tank positions?
Yeah. Just read Mogu'Shan.
Is Kale or Globe tanking this one?
Glow, where are you? Glow?
He's here.
Yeah, you're going to be prot. Have you watched any videos about this, Glow? Okay, I'm gonna have you tanking one of the extra mobs on blue, and Ruan will be on purple. We're gonna 3 tank it, so Mayumi's gonna swap off your ad, or you're gonna swap off his or whatever. We're always gonna have 2 on Mayumi though, on red. Let's have myself, Bowie, and Veku. You want to do the crystals? I think it's just 2. If it's just 2, it'll be me and Bowie. But if 3 people can click it, I'll have Veku go on there too.
No one has Vaku. First week of Heroic.
All you do is click on the crystal and you run over the tiles here. We want to go over as many different ones as possible, so we light as many up as we can. The debuff only lasts for 10 seconds. You want to get to them as quickly as possible. They reset at 75 and 40%, so healers beware for mana. Ragnath, call out raid CDs as needed. Feast is down. There's flasks in the guild bank if you need them.
Do healers
Only
want me to
took
put out a
1
healer
stack.
feast?
What was that, Solo?
I asked if the healers wanted me to put out a healer feast. Just write in heals if you need, in heal chat if you need it. Yeah, that's why I was gonna wait.
Let's get a few attempts in. Glow, easy, anti.
Can you read officer chat, champs?
Jasper chains just go together. You stay together for 15 seconds. The only time you can ignore that is if the Jasper bosses up. You can just stay spread apart.
Okay.
Because he does 90% less damage. Glow, you're gonna take Cobalt. Everyone's gonna take Amethyst, and Naomi's gonna take Jade and Jasper.
Please don't attack until I have both of them pulled together.
Is there? Are
What's
we
last
having like
times?
a ranged group and a melee group?
Well, melee will always be on X with the 2 bosses.
I know,
You
but
should be somewhere in the middle. But you can't really stack up too much because you're gonna get a lot of pools.
Has anyone got a chest to put on them? Right, there's one.
Go ahead and start that countdown.
Assume you should hit Jasper first.
Okay, what was that?
That was a trap. Get me up.
I just healing
Coming up,
aggro
Shane.
pulled off a globe. You got Righteous
Which
Fury
one's active? Which one's active?
Well, how do you tell if they're active?
Amethyst.
Mayumi take Amethyst. Ruan take Jade right now. We're gonna get a Jasper explosion, so use a raid.
All AM. Oh, never mind.
Ow.
That hurts.
Wow. I had arm mastery up for that too.
Yeah, we can't have that happen.
No floor tiles were up, so that didn't help.
Yeah, Shams, when they get that circle underneath them, the glowing circle, means they're active.
Can't really tell when there's pools and stuff there. It's my fault.
Well, I mean, it'll be on the outside ones. Alright, actually, never mind. They can spawn in the middle, I guess.
So, let's see. Seeing who's active is pretty easy to do. Raid members just, like, personally avoiding the traps. I mean, it looks like you can survive that hit from the traps, but it will come damn close to killing you and give me a small heart attack, so please try to avoid it as much as you can.
Yeah.
Other things,
also,
what was the deal with
crystal
the...
didn't go up for when Amethyst started petrifying, so it must come out at like a percentage.
What's the crystal called?
It's living cobalt, living amethyst crystal, living jade crystal, and living jasper crystal.
When are the crystals supposed to be clicked? Is it immediately, or are you going to call it at a particular point?
It should be clicked immediately. But it didn't activate when the amethyst guard activated, and it should have. Unless they changed it since beta. Chains are exactly the same. You go together all the time unless Jasper is up, and then you can just ignore it.
Well, whoever was chained with me run.
You need to spread to get them to
900
fall
miles
away.
away from me.
It's 15 seconds to spread apart.
What are you talking about, Tara? You're supposed to come together if you get chains.
The Jasper chains have to be spread apart for 15 seconds for them to fall
Let's
away. If you're together,
let's go over the mechanics here for a second for the Jasper chains, okay? What happens is that if you're spread apart, it puts a stacking, damaging buff on you. To get rid of the chains, you've got to get that buff to 15. So, if you want to just ignore it completely, you could stay together pretty much indefinitely. If you want to get rid of the chains, you have to basically go to the edge of the range, you know, step out of that range, whatever it is, like 30 yards or something, for like a second to get one buff, come back in, and kind of do a little dance there. So you can get the buff up to 15 to get rid of the chains, but you can only put one buff on at a time, maybe two, or else you're probably going to kill each other. I don't know if you want to.
On heroic too if you just stay together. They were on normal.
No, they weren't. People were actually
They
dancing.
don't fall off on normal if you don't do that. I don't know where you get the idea that they just kind of fall off on their own. I've never seen that happen.
That's what it
They're
was
supposed to
doing
have
for
a
me
30-second timer,
Yeah, it's supposed to have a timer.
but it wasn't
on
working as intended
Listen,
last week. So
listen.
I don't know if it's been fixed or doesn't
If
work
you're
on
apart,
heroic like that. But
if you're apart, then you're gonna take increased damage. And if you do manage to survive, you know, staying apart 15 seconds, then it will go away. But I'm pretty sure on heroic, we don't need that extra damage. Let's just do the strat.
So what are you suggesting?
Just do the strat that Champs outlined, and if it doesn't work, then we'll change it.
Well, if they don't go away, then that's a problem.
Yeah, if they don't go away, everyone has to stay stacked, and that spells away.
it's very clear. If they go away on their own, then we'll just, have those people stay together until they go away. If they don't, then people will do the dance. One or the other.
Did they
We'll
go
see how
away
it
on
is once
normal?
we poll. No, they didn't. You had to
Then-
dance it on
Then
normal.
we're gonna have to dance it.
Well, it's supposed to. It's supposed to have a 30-second timer on it.
Doesn't say 30
Supposed to or
seconds
not,
in the thing.
we had to dance on normal. Maybe they hotfixed it, but like I'm guessing we're gonna have to dance right here.
It says on Wowhead 15 minutes remaining on the Jasper Chains buff. Breaks at 15 stacks.
That sounds right. And if you look at the damage, it's 35,000 plus 25%. So the next tick is going to be 50,000, which means you've taken 85,000 in 2 seconds. So 1 or 2 stacks is the absolute maximum you can take. After that, it's going to go up to 75,000, 100,000, 150,000.
Maybe that's heroic.
So what you're
Whatever.
you're supposed to come together, and then like spread apart for a few seconds, take a few stacks, come back together, and spread back out.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Melee were to get it, Melee would never ever do anything about it. We would just sit and chill out and chains the entire fight. If a range were to get it on a Melee, the range would then be responsible for handling the dance, because the Melee is not going to move.
Okay.
Need stats. Thank you.
Go ahead and start that countdown.
Remember that whole don't attack right away?
Wasn't me, I swear.
Make me taunt Amethyst. Ruan take Jasper. Glow take Jade. Make me take Cobalt.
Whoever's got Jasper Chains, come to melee.
I'm down.
Coming up.
Taking it.
Amethyst is about to explode.
Guys, these white tiles over here are good if you want to come stand on them.
Maybe we take Taunt Cobalt off with Glow.
Okay.
Why'd Ruan die? Kind of screwed it over with the energy.
You don't have to stand in the white tiles. It gives you a buff anyway.
Yeah, you don't have to
And there
stand in
should
the
be a
white
whole
tiles.
lot more tiles up at that point than just 6.
Okay, so apparently stacking in the white tiles is not necessary. You can just let them be.
I didn't think I was getting the buff until I went to him.
It looks like a lot of people are getting hit with the traps. I assume the traps are those like crystals that grow out of the ground. Is that correct?
Yep.
It is, yeah. So
Okay.
the melee got hit by a trap pretty early on, and it wiped out Ebola and took most of Group 2 down to God knows how low. Also, when we were kind of stacking in that later phase, I don't know the situation with stacking on tiles versus not, but when people moved there for whatever reason, I think there was a trap going up, and a lot of people kind of missed that. That's very easily avoidable damage. that we should be avoiding.
Yeah, you don't have to stack up on the tiles though. It's a raid-wide buff.
Right, so the blue thing on the ground that is a dotted circle, get the hell out of it. It's getting ready to go boom.
If someone sees it in melee, don't be afraid to call it out. I'm usually too busy watching the boss trains.
It's just like a bomb that goes on the ground. If you stand on it, it blows up and kills everybody. That's what happened to Ebola and all those guys. After that, it then creates a circle around it that you have like 3 seconds to get out of if you're still alive that will freeze you in place. So be aware.
Hello.
I do a lot less damage when I'm dead.
You have a flask, Anti?
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I only got 3. Raised for 3 hours.
Wait to attack the boss until they're both on Mayumi.
1 second. Chase ran into the other room.
Okay.
What's the one other than the skull that you have, Yumi?
Sorry,
Jade.
what was that?
Okay.
I pulled Jade and
Vath.
Jasper to begin.
Okay. Vath, you tricks Yumi, I'll tricks Yumi. I'll hit skull, you hit Jade. Until we get them situated, then you can do whatever you want.
See, right now I have to pull 2 of them, so I run up, judge one, shield the other, and then try to position them. So you can't just fire everything you can into one of them.
Yep.
Bowie?
Yeah, what's up?
Just making sure here. Is Azure back?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and start a countdown.
Get Cobalt off me. I can't AoE threat till it's gone.
Cobalt's up. Mayumi taunted. Glow take Jasper.
There's a crystal. I guess that was the Cobalt
Chains
one.
on me.
Just stepped in.
Should be getting his.
Swap Jade with Amethyst. It's a trap in melee.
I got Phoenix.
Chains on Dizzle and some range, good to me.
Cobalt's exploding. Amethyst is up. Keep it as is.
Need more people clicking these crystal things.
Swap Cobalt with, or swap Amethyst with... Which one do you have, everyone? Swap it with Jasper.
I'm down.
Can't see anything when I'm dead.
Yeah, I'll power take it.
Vaku, I'm gonna have you on the crystals with Bowie. I can't get over there in time. Bowie, were they up every time one of the Guardians activated?
You can just hover your mouse over them and see which ones are active. It will only let you click on one if it's active.
Shams, if you can click on it, does that mean it's active? Because like I saw like 3 active at once at one point.
Well, you can get a little sword over it, or you can get the glove icon.
Well, when they were up, I got the glove icon. At the end, everybody was dead. I was just testing it, and I did like 30 squares, and I went back and did it again, did it again, did it again. You can use the same one over
That
and over.
doesn't answer my question, though. But wait, do they come up as soon as the boss goes active? Starts petrifying?
I mean, the crystals appear maybe like 10 seconds to the encounter. Like, it's pretty early on they're there. I don't know if they go active, though. I can give a better... One second, Bowie. You got cut off there. What are you saying? Like, when do they get active?
As soon as you see them, every single one of them can be clicked.
Okay, so we should have like 4 DPS on them then.
Does moving quicker help?
Yeah. Let's have both rogues. We'll have Terra on the Jade one. Dyslexia can be on the Cobalt one.
I need somebody to come outside and summon Globe with me.
Okay, come right now.
Let's have Bowie on Amethyst and Veku on Jasper.
There's a healer feast over here.
So all you do is you run up to it, you click on it, and you're going to get a little buff, and you're going to start running around on these tiles.
It's only 250 since we're still progressing on this fight, so...
Which one's the healer feast?
The one over here off to the side.
Thanks. It's 275.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry.
Don't sell yourself short.
Well, the thing when I hover over it says 250 in a stat, so...
Yeah, but it's 250 for general, I think, and then 275 for whatever specific stat that feast is correlated to, and for this one it's spirit.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Healers and tanks could eat that, but if the DPS could stay on there, it would be helpful.
Okay, I'm ready to do a change on the crystals. I want Murfin on Jade and Lathina on Cobalt. So both the rogues can stay on the bosses and cleave.
Why does that make sense? We're out DPSing the rogues by like 40k.
It's because we're doing crystals. If I cleave, you can't touch me.
Dude, I've done crystals last time as well.
You can also cast while moving. It takes like 10 seconds tops.
Okay.
So you can just stand over there after we pull the bosses. And you just click on that and you blink and you start running over as many floor tiles as possible. And you just go back to the middle and start DPSing.
There's some feathers. Use them.
I'm not going to put down a feast. Let's get some more attempts in on this.
When a druid's pop a mark of the wild?
Easy.
There we go.
1 second before you pull, I gotta Kino battle res, since we're low on. Alright, I'm
You ready, Solo? Ready, easy?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and start a countdown.
Crystal is Lathon again, real quick.
Cobalt.
Okay.
God damn it, guys.
Looks like crystals are up.
Trap and melee.
The crystal's up, Marker.
Told me I was on Jade. Jade's not active.
Swap Jasper with Amethyst. There's a crystal in melee, get out. About to overload.
Getting Dizzle.
Glow, swap Amethyst with yours. Cobalt.
Instantly dead out of the res, dude.
Jasper's up. Let's swap, why did you go back there? Swap Jade with Jasper.
I'm on cooldown, right?
Come to melee, whoever's got chains.
Jasper's about to blow up.
Jasper's up. It's Amethyst. Let's swap Cobalt with Amethyst right now. It's about to explode.
You guys who are doing chains, you're being way too risky. A bunch of people die to change because you're doing more than one tick. There's more damage going out than what you're expecting.
Just do 1 second.
Is it
No
the
reason to do more.
actual chains dance that's getting you, or is it like people running in when they first get the chains?
It's like the things that people aren't expecting killing people. Like, people are doing chains, we're getting to 40%, and then some bullshit that we don't expect is going to happen kills us. Or like the explosion goes off and we're at 40% because somebody's doing chains. So like, I think that people are just being way too risky with chains, and they're like, oh, I'm at 40%, it's okay. Well, it's not okay. You need to be like at 80% or higher the entire fight.
Was everyone who's assigned a crystal able to activate theirs, or is it only the one that's building up energy?
I
Looks
had
like
an
all
icon
of
over
them.
my crystal once for like a half a second, and by the time I tried to click it, I couldn't actually get the buff.
Well, we could attempt to ignore the chains until Jasper is actually the active one.
Yeah, I saw Lathe get like all of them. He kept clicking it. So that's why we had like 100 stacks. Yeah. But I was wondering, like, since they can't double up, so we have like a certain path that you get it, just so you don't like waste things.
If you get the buff, you should just run straight out. Like, just work on one path, I guess. Maybe zigzag to two of them.
You might be able to run right down the line, right in the line and get both of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Morpheus has connected.
Alright, let's give it another attempt.
Do we have a feast?
So, no, we're not dropping the feast. So chains need to do one stack. They're doing like what, two? It's killing them?
They're doing like 2 or 3.
Okay. So people are only doing one at a time and it's not going off fast enough.
Someone was saying that if somebody is doing these crystal things and they got chains, then the melee gotta come to them.
If you call it out, then it's fine. I'll switch.
The
Go ahead and start a countdown.
range gotta call that shit out.
Do not DPS the bosses until they're in position.
I pulled him a little too far out. I'll
Jade's up.
reposition.
Keep it as is. Swap Jasper with Cobalt. Drop in melee.
Trying to move him off the stairs. Melee, sorry for moving him down on you.
It's about to explode. Drop in melee. Cobalt's up, leave it as is. Explode these traps, melee.
Baku come.
It's about to explode. Keep it as is. Jade's gonna explode in a few seconds. Boy, there's just so much going on in melee.
My question is, what happens if these chains just sit there?
Are healers being
and we don't-
conservative with their mana?
Nope.
Nope.
Because, yeah, I was going to say, because if you were, stop it. Because on this fight, you can go all out, balls to the wall.
I mean, the
It's
amount
the
of incoming
insta-gives that
damage
are
is
killing
pretty,
people.
is pretty retarded.
The one thing, I'm just surprised looking at the healing log meters, though. Looking at other... Compared to Blood Legions, they were 25k heals per second higher per healer.
That shouldn't be physically possible. I mean, like,
Well-
the mechanic of having all the tiles lit up would increase throughput indirectly, but if you really are claiming that they all had like 75k HPS, that's just,
yeah, they were between 70 and 75k HPS.
That's ridiculous.
In-game and out-of-game are two different things, too. Because I'm looking at the live logs and they're very different than the in-game meters.
Almost always absorbs and shit that kind of get taken weird.
I'm thinking we should tank Mayumi's ad somewhere else. Because there's like so much AoE stuff on the ground. It's hard for melee to move
Instead
around
of being
it
on
and
the
still be in range
stairs,
of the
why
boss.
don't we pull them
I'm
like
thinking
all
you
the
can
way
just go to
across the
blue.
room?
If
But
you
what
go to
if I
blue,
just take
then,
that corner then, and then I don't have my two targets initially spread out either?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You'll just take the two on that side.
I don't like being up there on the stairs like that, so just getting off the stairs seems like a good idea. The
Yeah, let's
tiles,
have,
the
go ahead.
tiles only light up on the two sides, not the center corridor.
Correct.
So I'm thinking we're not in the stairs, so melee, any melee clickers on crystals are already going to be on the tiles, and then the ranged would be towards the other side, so they'll be on the tiles. You don't even really need people sitting in the middle. Right now, melee's all clustered on non-tiles, so if they click a crystal, they've got to run much further out.
Yeah, but range can DPS and move at the same time. It only lasts for like 10 seconds, so...
Is there like no range? Is that why we have like 10 DPS?
Well, you're supposed to heal it and need 3 tanks. So, Glow, you're going to be on X, and you're going to be taking Jasper. And Ruan's going to take Amethyst. Yumi's going to take Cobalt and Jade. So we'll attack Jade first.
Why don't we have healers do those crystals? So more DPS. Like mobile healers.
You really only have Sola as a mobile healer.
We're not dying to DPS levels right now. This is all about getting mechanics down at this point.
I'm really sorry if I missed this, but the way the chains are hitting, are we not dancing? Or we're just keeping the chains together the whole time?
No, you're supposed to dance.
Okay.
Well, what I had mentioned the last one, we could just have the chains go together until Jasper goes up, and then just spread out and stay spread out.
Oh shit.
That's a good idea, that's what we'll do.
Because yeah, once Jasper comes out, you take 90% less fire damage, and the chains are fire damage, so you can just spread out and stay spread out.
Yeah, Tara, that's a good idea.
So if you get chains, you're going to stack up. Unless it's Jasper, then you're going to spread out. Go ahead and start our countdown. Remember, don't attack the bosses until they're in position.
Are you positioning them differently this time?
They're
Yeah, I'm
gonna
going to be on blue. That's much easier to pull like that.
Amethyst is up. Swap Cobalt with Amethyst.
Cobalt
Why
needs
is
to go
Cobalt?
to globe.
Kino, B-res me.
How do people dead?
Coming up.
Swap Jade with Jasper.
Oh, I already had Jade, huh? Look at all those white tiles. That's beautiful.
It's much better. It's gonna be overloading in a sec. Just trapping melee.
I need some hills.
Got at least 3 healers dead right now.
Yumi, can you drag the bosses a little bit back?
Get Jasper off.
Dead at the moment.
Okay. I don't think this 50 energy thing is working very well. I think we should do more swaps. Like there's almost always 2 really high, and it should only be 1 that's really high.
I think Hand of Freedom works.
Make sure, if melee can't get on them, make sure you tell me, because even with max camera, it's hard for me to see around them and see the pool directly behind them.
Yeah, I'll tell you to back up if we get in a situation like that again.
They just take up so much screen real estate even at max camera.
Yeah, we're kind of all having a hard time seeing anything. I thought Blizz was going to do something about changing spell effects on bosses, but whatever.
They'll probably just change something totally unrelated to that, like they did the movement speed thing. Makes fucking sense.
Yeah, like change archaeology or something and call that good.
There should be a way to just turn off enemy or like friendly spell effects. Like I don't need to see all 25 people's spells. I need to see mine and the bosses. That's it.
And healing circles on the ground.
Yeah, I guess healing
So
fine. I don't know.
we had like 3 people die right off the bat. Was that just like a trap that hit at a bad time?
Yeah, it was a trap that hit right after a pool, so we were moving from the pool and then the trap popped up and it killed us.
Okay, maybe tunneling also because everyone uses their cooldowns on the pole. I tunnel on poles, so...
That's fine. I'm just going to point out from a healing perspective right now, the tanks are relatively difficult to stabilize, just in terms of the damage that's coming out. So if you as like DPS can mitigate your own personal damage, that would be very good. Because just looking around, like it's, you know, if you don't get instantly killed by messing up a mechanic, it's likely that you won't get healed for a while either. At least not for a few seconds. You should just play very defensively in that way.
The damage that non-tanks should be taking is the overloads and the jade crystals.
Well, I mean, in theory, the raid shouldn't take that much damage, and yet, you know, it's a war of attrition. You know, every couple, you know, seconds, every time a trap comes out, you lose 1 person, then 1 more person, then 1 more person, and before you know it, you're, you know, 3 minutes in and you have 5 people dead.
The Jade statue throws out Jade shards that hit fairly hard as well.
Yeah, the jade shards are every 20 seconds. It's an AoE. It hits everybody.
Will they ever explode?
Will what? The traps?
For that massive damage.
What are you
But
referring
it hits
to?
everyone for like 400k? Or did I just get hit for 425k?
That shouldn't happen. We're gonna go back to what we were doing last week, where we're going to switch at 30 energy or so instead of 50. So we shouldn't have that happen. Go ahead and pull it. Jasper's out. Swap Cobalt with Jasper.
If you get chains, ignore them, because Jasper's the one that's up.
Somebody's
Swap
about to
Jade
kill somebody
with
with chain.
Amethyst.
Solo's coming
Bowie,
up now.
you're killing somebody with chain.
They just said it.
Shouldn't do any damage right now. I'm gonna swap Jade with Amethyst.
Runs down.
go ahead and whip it. So the tiles look really good. Tank damage is just ridiculous. That's what it looks like.
Yes.
It's spiky as well, which is part of the issue.
That's a really nice way of putting it.
Yeah, we're just going to assign individual tanks. I think right now I want Phoenix, just focus entirely on Glow. Have your beacon on him, just keep him there. Kino, do the same for Ruan. Digit as much as you can, focus on Yumi.
You don't want me to put my beacon on him if I'm healing him, though.
Okay, well, whatever then. But put your beacon on Ruan and heal Glow. Kino, do the opposite.
I think it's gonna be like a multiple healer kind of thing though with the tanks. Like I hate to, I think that there probably needs to be healing groups for them, but I hate to hang it on somebody because they're taking so much damage because it's.
I know.
That's healer's fault.
I'm well aware of that, and I've been resisting making these assignments because of that. And just to point it out, I mean, I think just given the amount of damage coming out, it has to be a collective, focus. I don't think there's a single healer that can, ignore the tanks because of that. I'm just saying that, as a failsafe, just if there's 2 tanks low, prioritize the one you're assigned to.
I need a Jeeves crazy bad if an engineer can drop one.
Glyph battle healer, please. That'll make a big difference.
Yes.
You want me to glyph it?
Do we have
No
any
glow.
engineers in here? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go outside and fix it. My gear's broke.
But like that would be a lot of healing from Rets, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, everyone check your gear. If you need a repair, do it now.
Sola's mounted up outside on a yak, so just come to me to repair.
So those random deaths, are they just from Cobalt Mine? It feels like that's like the only thing that can actually kill someone immediately, other than change.
Wait, did you say there's a Jeeves down or a repair mount?
Sola's outside on a repair mount. Oh, there's a Jeeves down too?
Everybody repair.
Yeah, Kalis dropped a repair bow. Yeah, Jeeves.
Kalis, you were such a swell guy. I mean, I am just honored to raid with you.
I'm not. I don't like that guy.
Yeah, so just be more aware of the Jasper mine, or the Cobalt mines. You gotta move out.
Yeah, if you
Otherwise it's
notice
just
like
gonna kill you.
if you notice your health drop, that's because you got hit by a Cobalt Mine, which is avoidable.
Okay, Bowie. For the Jasper chains, when you actually get, it's when you get the petrification debuff from Jasper. You take 90% reduced fire damage. At that point, if you get chains, you don't need to stack.
Thank you.
There's other kind of weird stuff we could do to get off-spec healing in place, but I don't know how much you want to risk losing damage for it.
I can do heal Chi Wave quite a bit. I'll keep that up. That'll help a little.
I get buffs.
I'm using Cheat Death so I can die twice.
I'm sure pretty much every class has something that they can always take in their talents.
I hope all
Like,
the
I know.
paladins have Light's Hammer because Light's Hammer is just the shit.
I forget what the shaman
Go
was
ahead and
called.
start
I
a
think it's
countdown.
conductivity? What's up?
Go and start a countdown, Amy. Don't DPS to their in position. Jade's up. Keep it as is.
Even better if you are gonna DPS.
Watch out for
do the one skull.
mines. You can spawn anywhere.
Swap Cobalt with Amethyst.
Watch your chains, guys.
See those big ice crystals on the ground? Don't be near them. This would kill people.
Swap Amethyst with Jasper.
Ice crystal and
Get Amethyst away. Swap to Overload.
melee.
Out of
Jasper's up. Keep it as
curiosity,
is.
why are there melee attacking from the front?
Chains on me. Get me. Right now.
Yumi, move boss.
Jasper is up, right? It looks like there's a glow on green too.
Jasper is up.
Break the chains.
Crystal and melee, get out. We're gonna overload soon. Swap Jade with Amethyst. Cobalt's up. Swap
Fuck.
Whoa.
Ooh. Something blew
that?
up. That's something
Was that 'cause
overloading
it-
that shouldn't.
Yeah, they were all pretty high. I'm not sure if the one was moved far away now.
That was a lot better in terms of tank stability.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I myself got hit by one of those traps, so I'm not
Yeah,
totally
I did.
innocent, but again, you
I
should
did
all
twice.
avoid that as much as possible. I mean, the ones in melee can get brutal.
Well, yeah. The people that are like right on top of it, you only have 3 seconds to get out, so it'd be like super quick. So you might get it. But if it's like spawns on top of you, just I don't know, pop a personal cooldown just in case you do get hit. But it's those big crystals that spawn everywhere that a lot of people get hit by, and that's the only thing that can really one-shot you in this fight, other than the explosion, which shouldn't happen.
Yeah, you just have to be aware of them. What was he down to? 80%?
They just hit the 75% mark, so the lights on the ground disappeared at that second.
And how is mana?
Mana's not.
That time it was better. I mean, I don't know if we could sustain till the end of the fight at the rate we're going, but I'm hoping that as people get a little more comfortable and we take less damage as a raid, that mana will become better.
Also more tiles lit up when we more mana, so they'll get better as well.
Does the Jade guy, does he have a cast for his Jade Shard?
Can't click on my own piece, Austin.
I assume that's a no. Easy.
I don't have any personal food, so I'm just dropping my feast.
Go ahead and start our countdown. Once after the tiles come up, let's lost. Amethyst is running around.
Globe
should be on.
No problem,
Myth
Bose.
has
I got
chance.
this.
Someone needs to get Amethyst off Mayumi.
Myth has chance, someone else has to do his crystal.
Amethyst got it.
Although now we have 2 set to 2, and that's bad.
Globe's offline, I think.
It's gonna be a wipe. There's no way to avoid it.
So what happened there, in terms of threat? Why do we have this issue?
You know,
you
it's a
mean
lot
the
easier
fact
to
that the
heal.
tank is offline? I mean, in terms of threat, one of the tanks didn't do any because he was offline.
Phoenix, did you say it's easier to heal when you're not healing glow?
Yeah, it really was. Like, by a lot.
I don't know.
Hey Sham, for the lust, wouldn't it be better to save for the end?
No, because everybody will be up. Guaranteed for the first part. It's the same fight throughout the entire fight. No burn phase.
Oh, I know, cause the phases between cause they were set at maybe 75% and 40%. So if you've lost some big, you'd have more crystals up between the bigger gaps in the fight. That's what I'm saying, so you have more damage. Or more tiles lit up in those bigger gaps, the 40%, like 45% different gaps between resetting tiles. Tiles.
For right now, let's lust at when they come up. If we see that we need to wait, we can wait. I'd rather do it now so we can push as far as we can. Can always move it.
Okay. Yeah, anyone can click the crystals.
So you could have the entire raid click it and fill up the room instantly.
I think it has charges.
I was spam clicking it when I was doing it, and it just permanently kept stuck at me, and I was running around in circles.
Well, Shams, if we're going to list in the beginning, I think, I don't know, maybe have a couple healers or do the tiles. So more DPS, extra DPS than doing lust.
Well, we're not going to lust until after the tiles are up.
I know, but then that means when you lust,
What do you mean after the tiles
DPS
are
are doing
up,
tiles.
They never stopped getting up, like we keep getting more until they're cleared.
I doubt
Why can't I click this fucking mailbox?
I have a question for, I think the rogues are doing crystals and Bowie and Veku are. Is it mechanics? Is that why the rogues, sorry, the mages. You said the mages are doing tiles?
No, right now I am, and
It's the mages, Veku, and Bowie.
oh.
Okay, so not the rogues. Okay, sorry, that was my mistake. It just looks like Vaku and Bowie's damage are below where they should be, but I'm not doing tiles, so I might be missing
I'm
something.
painting the entire fight. I'm in cat form. The
Vaku
entire
can really
fight.
only throw up dots. He doesn't have time to stop and cast.
Okay.
The damage you see from Murph is my
Same
initial
thing with
5
Murphy
casts.
on the left side.
I do 5 casts, and then the rest of the time I don't move. And that's my whole damage right there.
Okay. Do you guys do tiles the entire fight, or is it just up to a point?
Entire fight, and then at 70% it wipes it.
Yeah, it's the entire fight.
I thought it only lasted for 10 seconds. There's 10
no,
charges.
No. They disappear at 75%.
It's 8 charges and 8,500 damage per stack. You can light up 8 tiles in 1 click.
And there's an unlimited number of clicks?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's
Tiles are wiped at 75 and 40, so otherwise they stay up the whole time. So once the whole floor is painted, we're good to go.
And then at 75 and 40 they clear and you've got to redo tiles again?
Yep.
Yeah. And that's why Sham said like during those bigger gaps in the fight we could get more uptime on those tiles.
Well,
that's when we would want to use the
early
last.
on, just so we can push it. We can always move the last.
Hey Amp, are you in
Go ahead and
vent?
start that countdown.
Yeah.
Could you log in, please?
Go ahead and start that countdown. Jasper's out. Swap Cobalt with Jasper. Mine next to melee. Swap Jade with Amethyst. Swap Jade with Amethyst.
We're a little bit at range. I got it.
Coming up, Shane.
Getting the.
It's gonna explode in a second. Swap Amethyst with Cobalt. Cobalt is active. Yeah.
He's sitting right on a puddle, so it's a little hard to see.
For the record, when the entire room is lit up, healer mana is a non-issue.
They reset. They reset.
Cobalt's getting ready to go.
Tiles back up as soon as possible.
As soon as this goes off, I want Amethyst and Jasper to be switched.
Giant mine and melee.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They're regenerating energy too quickly. That one tank swap is really late.
Amethyst came over as soon as you said, basically.
Well, the one before that.
Oh, yeah. We were slightly outranged.
Yumi is our fourth biggest healer.
Is the balance of energy something we can control? How much control do we actually have over that? If we were
Well, you have
executing.
quite a bit, but when the tank swaps are slow, it kind of gets out of control.
Yeah, having the room lit up puts healer mana pretty much at 100%. Just does.
You can have more
let
than one person clicking and running the same crystal at the same time, by the way.
I'm gonna swap with Murphin. When does yours come up, Murph? Is it right away?
Mine's pretty much up the entire fight, because Jade's the one that's never getting full stacks.
Okay.
So when we're DPSing these ads, they have a shared health pool. Is there one that's taking more damage than the other ones at a given time?
Whenever two of them are together, they will both take damage. If
Okay.
they're if they're on their own, they get a 90% damage reduction or something. So in theory, you can be cleaving the two of them that are together, and you can be multi-dotting the two that are together, and that should work.
I'm talking about for damage, like the two you can damage, the two that are good. I mean, look at my damage; it's all cleave. You can definitely attack the two that are together.
Yeah. No, I'm confirming that somebody was asking, like if there's what the mechanic was for it.
Yo, Naomi, how's your Avenger Shield hitting for 1.44 million? That's stupid.
Because I am AoEing both bosses the entire time with 200,000 attack power.
Murph, you're on Jade, right?
Yeah, the one closest to the stairs on the left side.
Okay. Yeah, my DPS is bad anyway, so I'll do that, and hopefully I won't die to crystals, because I fail.
You will.
Looks like
I should be good at it if I can pay attention to boss frames too.
Oh, Mzilla was in here and then he's no longer in here. He might
Teleported
be.
me out.
It's because Globero is sitting. I think he's DC. He's like technically in the instance, like a foot in front of the door.
Can we just remove him from raid and then he'll be auto-ported out?
Might be able to. I don't know.
It'll take a little longer, but
yeah, he auto-ported just now. Try zoning in.
He went offline just now.
Oh, or that.
Let's get some really good attempts here. I don't want to spend the entire night on this fight, so if we don't get it even remotely somewhat close soon, we're just gonna swap it to normal.
I mean, we made
But
good progress in the last attempt.
Seems easy.
Well,
I think this is one of those fights
the
where
boss energy thing is kind of getting messed up, but hopefully with the amp in here it'll be better. Where was Glow? Is he on purple?
Yeah, he was on purple. He's pulling Amethyst to start. I did just notice Blue and Amethyst aren't quite lined up marker-wise. Amethyst is a little further back and to the left, or to the right.
Healer feast over here.
Yeah, it looks better.
Okay, Amp, you're going to be taking Amethyst at the start of the pull, and you're going to be just on purple.
Okay. I've never
Get
done
buffs
this on 10-man either. I mean, I know the fight. I'm just saying I don't actually have first-hand experience.
Okay. Well, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna call out for a tank swap. I'm gonna call out 2 enemy bosses. If you're holding one of them, it's taunted. You're gonna taunt the other one off Mayumi. He's gonna be on blue.
Okay.
So when you taunt, it's always gonna be on blue. Check your flasks. Easy.
Just eating food right now. Be ready in 7 seconds.
Go ahead and start that countdown. Jade's up. Keep it as is.
Watch for crystal.
Swap Cobalt with Amethyst.
Shit, I had to move way in to get that in range, sorry.
Doing less than that. Or
Swap
okay.
Amethyst with Jasper. Amethyst is up. Swap Jasper with Amethyst. Trap in melee.
Kino, let's go behind the boss on the tiles.
Swap Jade with Cobalt.
Tires are gonna reset. Tires will reset soon. Tires reset.
Cobalt's up. So all the melee are dead. Is that just to a trap?
Well, what happened was, I'm not sure who it was. Spinning crane kick. Don't do it in melee range.
I couldn't see shit. Some white blinding fucking
But he's
spinning.
healing you.
It's so powerful.
Yeah, but we also
healing.
can't see the traps.
No, it's good. We
He's
just
got
gotta
to do
figure
it.
out how to move the camera better.
Chains, mine.
It's a giant crystal.
Ugh, somebody just pulled the chains away from me and I was at...
Yeah, but when the crystal is right underneath the boss, you can't see
Low
it, so you have to look for the dots. With the spinning crane kick, you can't see the dots.
It's like telling a druid to not use wild growth or something. He can't not use it.
I didn't say not use it. I just said not on top of the melee.
That's where he has to use it. That's how it works. If you stand to either side of the boss rather than directly behind it, there's usually an area that there's a lot less area effects. I usually stand close to the wall. It's usually pretty clear over there.
So right now we're dying to primarily two things. So the two things we're losing people to is just mines. That's again a personal fix. Everybody should be vigilant. And the second thing is the chains. And it looks like we're losing people on kind of two moments in the chains. The first is that when the chains first come out, people are taking time to run together. So I mean, you have like a moment or two, but you know, you should be relatively close to the melee, just so in case you get chained to them, you can run to them relatively quickly. So don't just be like on the middle of Europe or Egypt somewhere. You can avoid it. The other thing too is that when the melee are chained, I know that in the case of Shamsa and myself, just personally and kind of looking at other people as well, if you move suddenly, you got to give the person tied to you a little time to react.
Yep.
Like if you're swapping from one target to the other and just like bolt across the room, just because there's a swap or something. You were chained to me and you just like went as fast as you could to like the other boss to start beating it in the face.
I wasn't even attacking the bosses.
You were running away for some reason. I mean that might have been the case exactly there, but just in general though, like assume that people will react to you.
Everybody else repaired.
I wasn't paying attention.
I can Jeeves if you need it, unless you want to save
Drop
it for
a Jeep.
later.
I mean, I might
Everybody repair. If you don't repair, you're terrible.
I take full responsibility, sir.
That was progress. We lasted 40 seconds longer than any other attempt. We lasted 3.5 minutes. So just need to clean up the crystals. If they're giant crystals, don't stand in them, and be really smart about chains. That's the only thing that can kill you. Other than that, than a bad.
There's even a circle around the crystal.
Yes, you can.
There's even a circle around the crystal that shows you the radius. So
it's half the fight. Just need to clean up the crystals. So does anybody know how to move the boss frames in LBUI?
I don't. I have
So
LBI,
what?
but I use X-Pro unit frames.
I just turned on
What was the question?
medium boss frames because they keep shifting every time I gain a third row of buffs.
What was the question, dude? I'm
Alright.
Solo be
I found it already.
I have someone whispering me right now. Just to be clear on the chains issue. If you get it, just stack up. Don't try doing the whole dancing thing. It's not worth it in the least. And then once Jasper is the active boss, you can spread out and get rid of the chains, just because it mitigates the damage by like 90%.
Yeah, we went over that quite a few attempts ago. Stay stacked up to get the chains, and then move out when Jasper is active.
Quick reminder.
Don't just move out for 15 stacks. Some people have died with that, even with Jasper up. You have to do a little dancing to let healers catch up.
You need to make sure the petrification debuff is actually out. If the petrification debuff is actually out, you will not die from the chains.
Go and start a countdown. Use pre-pop. Cobalt's up. Leave it as is. Swap Jade with Jasper. Drop in melee.
Alright, these are probably too close. You probably need to back up everyone. Yeah, they're fine now, I bet.
Drop in melee.
Ow.
Swap Jasper with Amethyst.
Moving right, whoever's with me.
Cobalt Overload.
Why is there no crystal on the right side?
Amethyst is up. Keep it as is.
So you guys are gonna ignore that side? Fuck.
Move forward.
Swap Cobalt with Jasper.
You me down. And something
You me
blew
down.
up.
Something hit Yumi really big right before it went down too.
Who was linked with me?
So with Yumi, it looks like you got hit by one of those trap things. And I mean, because normally you eat them and it's not a big deal, but I think the combination of that along with just melee kind of ate you.
Yeah. It's 290 from a trap, basically.
Having you move around to avoid the traps is a little bit dangerous in and of itself, so I don't think that's really something avoidable necessarily. Except for, like, you know, just keeping you more well topped off, but it hasn't been a huge issue so far.
Is it
I'm willing to let it
possible
go.
to have someone pop
Jeeves
them
is still
with
up.
like a cloak up or something?
A cloak for what now?
The traps. Like I actually had, I think it was anti. I'm not certain which one it was, but one of the two shadow priests jumped into a trap that I had up with dispersion on, so that way I could get more of the tiles lit up. Is it possible we could do something similar for the melee when that happens?
I think that you can even go in and like set it off and not take damage if you do it really quick.
You can set it off if blue is active and not take any damage. Just get frozen.
That's probably how you do all these mechanics. You just have to like not deal with them until their boss comes up, and then you clear everything you've been saving up. Deal with chains, chain dude comes up, clear change. Don't do frost traps, frost dude comes up, deal with frost traps.
Basically.
I have a flask, I don't know what it's talking about.
Is it under 5 minutes?
It accidentally fell off. I'm not sure when, but yeah.
Go ahead and start a countdown. It's pre-pop. Jasper's. Swap Cobalt with Jasper.
Shit on melee. Chain.
Swap Jade with Cobalt.
Keen.
You didn't give me your better.
I know.
Rag, come in here.
It's active. We don't take damage.
Oh.
Chains are up. Cobalt's up. Leave it as is. Pop these traps right now. It's about to overload. There's one behind him. Chains are up. Jade's up. Swap Jasper with Jade.
Are we down healers?
Yeah, we're down 3 healers right now,
Yeah.
so things are going to get a little tight.
Down.
Doesn't LVUI have a debuff for any? Because I'm not getting any of the petrification debuffs.
I'm not either, and I use.
You can put it on your unit frame.
Does anybody know how to make multiple debuffs on Tell Me When?
You mean like multiple things on the same timer?
Yeah. It's like
Just
I
put
can
a
have,
comma between them.
Okay.
I think comma space maybe even.
and it'll automatically show whichever debuff I have. I don't have to add a custom skin.
I'm not sure.
Guess we'll find out. Move on. Go ahead and start that countdown. Jade's up. Swap Cobalt with Jasper.
I'll grab Jasper.
I had just taunted Cobalt off a DPS. And it didn't come to me again.
Might be
Truck
one of
and
those
melee.
stupid undercuts.
Coming up, Digit.
Swap Jasper with Amethyst right now. It's about to explode. Get Amethyst.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Is the debuff the Jasper petrification, or is it called something else?
Talking about the bar that spawns on my screen?
The debuff. We'll give it a couple more attempts, but then we're gonna switch it to normal.
Is it? It seems like there was 3 ads that were near enough to each other to all be gaining energy.
I mean, the markers are further enough away, so you can't have
That's
them
an
much
issue
further, or
of...
they're going to be out of range for taunting.
That's an issue of just having taunts and the timing of the taunts and things of that sort.
Go ahead and start that countdown. Amethyst is up. Do Cobalt with Amethyst. Swap Cobalt with Jasper.
How did that?
Yeah, I had
Cobalt
Cobalt,
go?
so I think that was not.
I'm down.
It's a wipe. So, what was that?
I had Cobalt, and you said swap Cobalt with Jasper, so the 2 off tanks, Jasper and Cobalt, switched just because of instinct. I'm just clicking on the mob and pulling it. I mean,
Okay, that's fine then. That was just a bad call then.
Kalis had a really good idea, and it seemed to work. For those of us who are blowing our cooldowns like on the pool, we should probably hold off like 15 to 20 seconds. Simply because there's like 30 stacks of tiles down at that point, and you're going to get more out of them than just blowing them in the beginning.
How long did it take for those to come up?
About 15, 20 seconds.
Sounds good.
Shouldn't you be doing that anyways, just for maximizing DPS?
We're gonna switch to normal mode. We'll get this guy down next week. I really just want to get Elegai and Will of the Emperor down on 25 man this week. So next week we'll have more time to progress on it.
Is there a DPS that's willing to sit for a trial? Preferably a melee DPS. Thank you, Kalos. Vexa, are you sitting outside the raid instance? Cool. We're gonna bring you in for the regular mode kill on the Stone Guardians. I think Kalos is running out right now.
What is that below Murphin? That little aura thing.
Aura of the Brit.
Just makes me do 15% more spell power damage.
15% more British.
Just as a reminder, it's regular mode, so items are 10 DKP. If you have 0 DKP, you can only bid minimum. If you are a trial, you are welcome to bid. You cannot beat a raider. Please whisper me that you're a trial if you're bidding. It's one less thing for me to try to keep track of. Any questions?
Cheeseburger.
I'm reloading UI.
So wait, now that's normal, that means I don't get 100 plus stacks of 100% increased spirit?
Nope.
Oh.
It also means you can't avoid mechanics. Practice as though it was heroic.
Okay. I'm ready, champ.
Go ahead and start a countdown. Kobolds up, leave it as is.
When do you want to do Harrow?
Right now. Swap Jade with Amethyst. Pull them apart, they're still too close. Swap Amethyst with Jasper. Amethyst is up. Swap Jasper with Amethyst. Swap Amethyst with Jade.
Please come in, Chains. Please come in.
It's frozen.
Oof.
Taunt Amethyst with Jade.
I'm frozen.
I'm frozen too.
We're all petrified.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's my fault.
Bad
like-
chance.
Why is my
Why
Sari
you
gone?
don't die though?
Gift horses, man. Gift horses.
I mean, we even have the food buff.
Look at all those skeletons.
I know, and on normal too.
Go ahead and start the countdown. Jasper's. Switch Jade with Jasper.
I'm okay. Was I spot for a second? What is that giant freaking cone of light?
It's my holy read or my light of dawn.
Holy
Always
text
doing
message.
Swap Cobalt with Amethyst.
Now my nameplates have disappeared on the other two.
Jasper is